Hey there, welcome back to the Blissful Biz podcast. I'm your host, Susanne Reicher, and I'm so happy you're here. When you listened to last week's episode, you know that I'm traveling right now around France in my campervan. Actually, when this episode is coming out next week, I might already be back in Germany or close enough. I'm driving back to Hamburg, my hometown, to organize my final move to Mallorca in Spain. I'm really excited about that. And yes, so last week I talked about how I also use that time traveling, having more time off in a way for what I call CEO thinking, right? So I think I mentioned that. And yeah, so I always feel I have my best ideas, and I really get clarity on a lot of things when I have time off, when I'm on a long walk, when I'm walking the beach or go hiking, and I just have some time to think. Driving is also really great for that. Like long drives on the road, you really can start thinking. And one thing that I got a lot of clarity on in the last weeks, it's been slowly building up, is that I really want to go back to focus on one signature offer. And this is what I want to teach you. This is what I want to share with you, to create one signature digital course. Focus on that. Simplify your business. Set up one funnel, one content strategy. Don't try to do everything. Don't have that fear of missing out, like when there's a new strategy, when there's somebody else is doing something else. Really focus, make that successful, really optimize it, because so often we forget about that. We forget about that we actually have to optimize things, that we have to analyze things, that very rarely something works really well for the first time. Right? So very often we have to tweak it, we have to improve it, and for that we have to stick with it before we move on to the next shiny thing. This is what I want to talk about in this episode, so stay tuned. Hey there, welcome to the Blissful Biz podcast. I'm your host, Susanne Reicher, here to help yoga and wellness entrepreneurs build a thriving online business. If you're ready to make a bigger impact and earn money online, you are in the right place. Each week you learn about websites, digital products, social media strategies, and what's working now to build your online business. And now let's get started. So what brought this on? Actually, the full year of 2022. So I started my business in 2016. I launched my first online program and I just kept on going. I launched more offers. I was trying all the things. And, after a few years, not right at the beginning, but there was a point where on paper I looked successful, and the truth is I loved what I was doing, but I was also on the brink of burning out. After 6 years building my business, I was at a point where I wanted to take a step back and do less. There was family stuff going on. My mother was sick, and then I got my campervan, right? So, what I did was I was traveling a little bit more. So I knew I didn't want to do a launch every other month and create a new offer every other month. I stopped creating new offers, full stop, and I focused on one signature program and sold only that. That's what I did in 2022. I closed successful courses that took up a lot of energy. Sometimes that's the case. You also even if it's successful, when you feel in your gut, it's time to move on, to move forward, that this is not the direction where you want your business to go. You have to listen to that. I did that with my course, Blissful Websites, and my web design business. So, and up until 2021, I was still designing websites for clients. It was never really the main focus of my business. And I was like successful, but I didn't want to go in that direction full on, right? So that's why I never really made it big. And that course was really successful, where I taught people how to build their own website in WordPress. But it took a lot of energy. There were a lot of support questions always. And I just felt it's not the direction that I wanted to go in. Right? So I didn't want to really go all in on becoming known as the website person. I'm pretty sure that would have been a really successful niche, but my heart wasn't in it. Right? So, I had to stop that. It was like I kind of grabbed onto it. It was like I was reluctant to let it go because it made me money, right? And there are also like parts of it that I loved, right? But, in the end, I had to let it go. So I stopped selling that course. I stopped taking on clients. I only sold the Blissful Biz Incubator basically in 2022. And, my God, everything was suddenly so much easier. I didn't have to market different kind of offers. I didn't have to think about, okay, now I have to talk about websites and things, and then I have to talk about online courses and things. There was so much more clarity. And so, I ended up working actually a lot less in 2022. And, I traveled around Europe in my campervan. I took care of my mother. I took time off for that. She died, unfortunately, in the summer. And, so it was a tough year, no question. But it was also easy because I made it easy. I made my business a lot simpler. And I was surprised how well it went also financially. I actually increased my revenue by, I think, a little bit over 20% while working around 30% less. And also with a new offer, right? So, I'm all for that. I'm all for really focusing on one thing. This is what I want you to do. I want you to simplify your business. It's time to stop overcomplicating things. Stop creating more and more offers that only end up diluting your efforts. So trust me, because I've been there. And what happens is that you end up not doing anything really well. It's like being pulled in 100 different directions and none of them lead to success. It's time to simplify. So take a deep breath and focus on that one outstanding offer that sets your soul on fire. Pour all your creative juices, expertise, and passion into perfecting it. When you concentrate your efforts on making it the absolute best thing it can be, magic starts to happen. I've seen this in my own business. I've seen this with my clients. And I'm not talking about making it perfect before you put it out there. Right? Because that way it's going to take you probably years and years and years before you help anybody with it. And that's not what I mean. I mean, you put something out there. It's good, right? You believe in it. You sell the shit out of it, but you keep on perfecting it. You keep on making it better. You keep on listening to your customers, where they struggle, what they like, what they don't like. You improve that offer. This is how you create a winner. This is how you create a signature program. Very often what we put out there, it doesn't start as your signature program, but it will become that, right? So here are a few more reasons why you should have a signature offer. Number one, clarity and focus. Just picture this. Instead of juggling a bunch of different products or services, you focus all your energy on perfecting one stellar offer. it's like laser vision for your business. It's like a private yoga class for your business. You become a master at what you do, known for your expertise. And then, of course, your customers won't be scratching their heads, wondering what the heck you're all about. They'll get it loud and clear. It's going to make your whole content marketing so much easier. You choose your niche based on your signature offer, and you go all in on that, right? Then you have streamlined marketing magic. When you've got that one signature offer, your marketing game, it becomes so much easier. It becomes a breeze. You can craft your messages, branding, and promotion specifically for that golden gem that you're offering. You repeat things, right? So you repeat your launches, you repeat your messages, you just improve it, you make it better. Your consistency here, that's how you create a killer brand identity. And that's how you build trust with your audience. And guess what? That trust will lead to more conversions and customers who keep coming back for more. Smooth sailing operations. Also another benefit. Simplicity is the name of the game. So focus on one signature offer that lets you streamline everything behind the scenes. So from production to delivery and customer support, you are able to really optimize everything, to have it all down to a science. And that means really smooth sailing. Happy customers, right? It's going to make your life so much easier. It's going to keep your costs low. You just focus on one thing. And then by going all in on your signature offer, you can become the go-to guru in that niche. You'll have the time and focus to hone your craft, continually improving and wowing your customers with the top-notch quality that you deliver, right? People love that, of course. Like everybody wants quality service, wants a quality product. And people are willing to pay more for that. When they get that premium, top-notch quality, you get better testimonials, you get better feedback. That's going to help you increase your conversion rate, which actually means like when you have a higher conversion rate, you need less leads, like new people coming in to reach your revenue goals. So it's a win-win there as well. And that allows you to scale. That allows you to scale your business, to increase your revenue. It's not only about increasing your audience and getting more and more and more people into your world. It's also about really increasing your conversion rate. So more of those people are willing to purchase from you, to buy from you. And you can see it, right? When you have a clear offer, when there's really a clear path of working with you, how that can then translate into more sales, into easier sales, because you're also attracting people who feel drawn to your message, and your message is 100% aligned with your signature offer. It's going to make everything easier for you and for your customers, and that translates into more money coming in. So then when you have all that extra time, you can use that obviously to spend more time with your family, not only focus on your business, but also to streamline your content strategy, to really focus there on one process, one system to create content, to grow your audience, the audience growth system. So for me, for example, it's a podcast, right? So I create one piece of content per week. I use that piece of content, like long form content that has longevity, because it's searchable. It's going to keep on existing on the internet, not just like a social media caption that, like poof, nobody looks at that anymore after a day. And I use that and create social media content based on that form of long form content, that piece of long form content. That's like a smart way of creating content, of repurposing content, of growing your audience. And then you have strategies that can really help you, like running a challenge, doing a free training, visibility growth, like collaborating with other people, pitching yourself to other people's podcasts that are going to help you grow. But to do all that, you need time. It's all going to cost you some energy. So the less time you need to really create new offers all the time or create new trainings all the time, the more time you have for that. And that's how you scale. That's how you grow. So there you have it, right? So embrace the power of one signature offer. Simplify your business. I promise it's a game changer. Focus, clarity, and expertise. Those are your secret weapons. Those are the secret to success that not a lot of people talk about, because of course, every business coach out there, they try to sell you their solution. And it can be hard to stay in your lane, to not get distracted by all the noise out there. And of course, sometimes, we want to experiment. We want to try out new things. We want to grow. But you have to be at a point in your business where first you have that solid foundation. You already have like a 6-figure business. You already have your signature offer nailed in. You already have your sales funnels set up. And they're working, and you already have a content strategy, an audience growth system, and it's working. Then maybe you have like a stage where you're maintaining that and just improving it and making it better and making it more successful. And then, you're free to look at other things. You're free to create an additional offer if you want to. But don't start there. Don't think you need to start with creating a bunch of different offers. You're going to be completely overwhelmed trying to sell them all, trying to market them all, trying to create content around all those different kind of offers. I've been there, and I really don't recommend it. It's so much more fun. It's easier. It's more joy doing one thing exceptionally well. And then the rest will fall into place. So I hope that solo episode, it was helpful. Get in touch when you have any questions about that for me. You can DM me on Instagram. I'm Susanne Reiker there, one word, or send me an email to hello@susannereiker.com. I would love to hear from you. And if you'd like to learn more about how to actually set up your signature digital course, how to create a simple sales funnel, like the evergreen dual selling system, how to set up an audience growth process that works. This is what I teach in the incubator. And there's, so I've had this program for 1.5 years. I'm just streamlining it more in that direction to make it even simpler for you, to give you even more direction, trainings, templates, and that all combined with one-on-one support, with personal feedback. So if you'd like to learn more about that, go to susannereiker.com/application. I have a brand new private training where I line out my framework. You get all the details, how it actually works. So send in your application just to get access to that private training. I promise it's going to be worth it. And when you apply, there's no obligation to join the program or to pay anything. It's just for me to get to know you a little bit better, to learn about your goals, where you are at in your business, and to determine if I would actually be a good fit for you, if I would actually be able to help you on that next step on your business journey. So get in touch when you have any questions about that. And otherwise, I'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Blissful Biz podcast. If you like the show, please leave a review on iTunes. This would mean the world to me. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast to never miss a new episode. To learn more about how to work with me one-on-one, my courses and membership, or to get instant access to freebies, workshops, and more, go to susannereiker.com right now. Thanks for tuning in and see you next time.